Today, we'll be taking a look at the limited edition of Cyberdimension Neptunia, Four Goddesses Online. Four Goddesses Online is a spin-off game released recently, and despite the name, it's actually a single-player game with some multiplayer elements, and unlike traditional Neptunia games, it's real-time and hack-and-slashy rather than turn-based. The limited edition is an Idea Factory online store exclusive, and it's already sold out, so sadly it's not something you can pick up anymore unless you're willing to spend lots of money on eBay. The regular version is of course readily available, so you can get that in places like Amazon or wherever. There's a link in the description if you're thinking about checking it out. Apparently there's been a printing error with the soundtrack CD, so this is the replacement disc they provided, and this is the box. Well, it's certainly bigger than most NEP LEs, and the box design is rather nice. It's 27 centimeters wide, 19-ish centimeters tall, and 6 centimeters deep. We have the goddesses on the front, and the back doesn't say all that much, just what's inside. It's got a sort of a satin finish to it. It actually feels slightly soft to the touch, as strange as that sounds. Let's take a look inside. I like how the edge of the bottom portion has these stained glass looking illustrations. Looks really good, and I like details like these. It's always nice to have. Right off the bat, we see the game case as well as the Neptune USB drive. Yeah, we'll take a look at that thing later. And there's a bit of a dent on the cardboard here. This isn't the first time I got an Idea Factory LE with damage. As someone who collects this sort of stuff, it's annoying to say the least. But at least the important bits are okay. We get the soundtrack as well. Let's lift the divider. And here we have what they call an art stand. Lifting up the second divider reveals the hardcover artbook. The game cover shows off the main four characters in their normal state. The colors are nice and vibrant. It's also nice to see the characters in some new outfits. I also really like the logo, so props to whoever designed that one. The back is nice and free of clutter as well, so no real complaints from me here. We don't really get a manual, but at least whatever this is in color. The cover is reversible, and the alternate art is the same illustration as what's on the box. Despite not looking at it, this is an 8GB USB drive. All you need to do is rip Nep's head off and stick it in your computer. This is based on the chibi illustration you can see when you're in the town screen. It's made out of rubber, so it's a bit wobbly and also top-heavy actually. A bit of leg bending might be required. None of my computers recognize it, so maybe it's broken? I'm not too fussed about it though. I kinda like it and I'll probably just put it somewhere on my desk. I did notice that her hair is two different shades of purple or pink or whatever you want to call that. I think it's deliberate, but it bothers me. And so does this weird mark I can't get rid of. Next up is the soundtrack. It's in a jewel case, but it's really flimsy. It flexes a lot and the plastic insert that holds the disc pops out when you open and close the case sometimes. That's not ideal. Here you can see the printing error on the disc. It's like someone accidentally messed up with the curves tool in Photoshop. The music is really nice. It's mostly orchestral, which is a contrast to the electronic stuff NEP games usually have. Next we have the art stand. This is a bit of a strange item. It's like a giant button pin, except you prop it up like this. I don't really see what the point is, especially if the illustration is the same as the box and the alternate cover art. I'll just put this back in the box, I guess. Now this is what I'm really excited about, the hardcover artbook. And it's an actual proper size, not some dinky little hardcover pamphlet some of the other LEs have. We get some nice character illustrations, background illustrations, and a bit of concept art. It actually doesn't have that much content in it, but it's the right size, and combine that with good print quality, and I think we have ourselves a winner. And that covers everything that comes with the limited edition of Cyberdimension Neptunia Four Goddesses Online. The highlight for me is definitely the art book and the box. The USB drive is neat too. I just wish the soundtrack was mastered properly and the case was way too flimsy. And the art stand button thing I don't really care for. But the good thing is that they experiment with their limited editions. It would be kind of boring if all the LEs had the same stuff but with different images on them. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at these items with me. I'll be doing a review of this game as well as a couple of streams, so watch out for that in the future. I also added another reward tier on Patreon for just $1 a month for those who want to show a bit of support but don't have or want to spend that much money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.